In history.
Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
WICR.
And hello, we are back, and if you're just tuning in, it is 2:41 in the afternoon. It's Halloween, and I am spring like the season, and I'm here with the first Jay, second Jay.
Jay Francois.
Hello, Jay, and we are the usual suspects minus one. So, with that being said, he's going to start off his nerd alert. I really want him to have some time, but since it's Halloween, I want to talk about the top 20 movies of all time for scary movies. How you feel about that?
We're
going to do a countdown. Yeah, why not?
Do it right now.
Right? Don't tell me what to do, Jay. I'll do it without you. What do you mean? I like how he's giving me, like, he's like, all right, you could do it. I'll
Because I thought I was doing my thing, but go ahead.
Thanks, Jay.
Do you?
For the permission. I'm going to play a little bit of Ghostbusters in the background.
Do it.
All right. So, at number 20 is The Omen, 1976, the original one, because we all know Liev Schreiber is kind of like... It was a good try, but it was whack.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 2, which you know they did a remake, I think, last year from Sam Raimi?
Sam Raimi, yeah.
I never know how to pronounce the last name. Next is Audition from 1999.
Yes.
Never heard of it. Then The Haunting, 1963, which we know was remade. Probably actually really badly done, but The Haunting, 1963.
Oh, yeah.
An American Werewolf in London, 1981. Carrie in 1976, which they also remade, and they really shouldn't have, even though I like Chloe Moretz. After that is The Innocents in 1961. Then it's Night of the Living Dead from 1968. Really good movie. Next is Don't Look Now. Never heard of it, so I'm not going to look.
I'm going to let that slide because I found that funny.
Next is Jaws, 1975.
That's a classic.
1978 is Dawn of the Dead. Then is Suspiria. Have you heard of it? It looks like a movie you would have heard of.
No.
Next is Halloween because... I mean, who doesn't like Halloween?
You can't have Halloween without Halloween.
Next is Rosemary's Baby. Now, the previous show before me, I think it's called The Trifecta. They were talking about their favorite scary movies, and the first one that came to mind for me was Rosemary's Baby, because I really do like Mia Farrow, and I love the way her hair looks, even though that has nothing to do with the movie. But the only reason why I like it is because it is 1968, and there's a scene where she's actually, like, fornicating with the devil, and then the part when she finds out that her, like, child is actually the spawn of Satan is so awesome. Like, it's so, like, it's like when you watch it, you obviously know, like, it's not real, but the way it was done, like, you just I love it.
Yeah.
After that is The Thing in 1982, then following Alien, which apparently that's Jay's inner monster.
That's my inner monster.
Next is Psycho from 1960, because who doesn't love Hitchcock?
I was like thinking, like, are they gonna mention this?
Anthony Perkins was so perfect in that movie, and I love Anthony Perkins. Like, I actually have a personal crush on him.
Personal.
Oh, I love him. All right, next is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which we know has been done over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Everyone likes Leatherface. That's what his name is, right? And number 2 is The Shining, 1980. Jack Nicholson with red rum. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, come on. Have you seen The Shining?
It's been so long. I need to rewatch it.
Well, okay, the little kid writes red rum everywhere, and then he's like, here's Johnny.
Wait, yes.
Okay. And then the creepy twins.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
And then at number 1, does anyone want to take a guess? And by anyone, I mean Jay, because he's right next to me. There's no one else in the room.
Hey, ghost next to me. Take a guess. Is it Ghostbusters? No, I'm just saying it because Ghostbusters is playing.
Oh, I was about to, like, flip on Jay. I was like, no.
No. I can't take a guess.
It is The Exorcist, 1973.
Oh, you didn't mention that. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
I didn't mention it. It's number 1 with Linda Blair.
I thought you mentioned it through the list, and I wasn't paying attention half the time.
That movie.
But yes. Classic.
Oh my god, when I was 7, my mom, well, not 7, why does it happen when I'm 7? She was like 9, I was 9, not my mom, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
But I was 9, and she was like,
travel.
you know what movie you have to see? And I said, what, Mom? She goes, you have to see The Exorcist. I was like, why do I have to see The Exorcist? And she's like,
did you know what it was?
Scariest movie of all time.
Oh, you didn't know what it was at that time?
No,
she just says, you were just like.
No, she said it was like a scary movie, and I was down for it.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, the whole idea of it was scary, but obviously, like, our perception of scary isn't the same perception of scary in the 1970s. But
that's good. The Turning Head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the top 20 movies of all time that are the scariest to the American public. Now I'm gonna let Jay take it away.
It's been a while since I've been scared.
Nerd alert.
Nerd alert. Anyway, so remember last week?
No.
Shut me down. Oh, where's Justin? But anyway, no. Remember last week when DC revealed all their lineup for all the movies to go up to 2020? I'll just restate them to you. You have
Agreed.
the Batman versus Superman. That's 2016, and then a movie called Suicide Squad. You don't know what that is, right?
Nope.
All right, I'll just.
I like
bring
how
it-
he's telling me like I'm not the person for Nerd Alert.
Well,
like,
I'm just
anyone
telling
has
you.
ever
I'm
seen or
telling.
listened to our show, I never ever do Nerd Alert.
Yeah, but yeah, when you ask questions, we like when you ask questions. You just sometimes.
Sometimes not. Sometimes I walk away. Sometimes I.
She
give
does.
Out.
She walks away and she's like, I'm gonna go take
I'll
a
be back,
drink.
guys.
She doesn't the same thing. I turn around and she's just gone. But
All right,
anyway,
Jay.
Suicide Squad. Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg's character, will be in Suicide Squad, and that's why me and Justin were talking last week about why Suicide Squad is going to tie into the Justice League. But then there's your tie-in. If you want me to explain the Suicide Squad, they're a group of villains that are put together by this character named Amanda Waller, and they're forced to not do good, but to do certain underground missions, and they're basically expendable. Like they have like devices in their neck. If they try to run away, they could just terminate them.
All right, there's a person in the production room, and he's like looking in here. Do you have any idea what he's talking about?
She
That makes
does.
sense.
He watches Arrow.
I'm just like.
But anyway, you have Justice League Part 1 coming out in 2017, and then Wonder Woman, which I'm excited for because they finally get a Wonder Woman movie coming out, because it's like...
Nah, I think it's great that
Yeah.
they're coming out with a female superhero.
Yeah,
for a film.
finally.
Just as a woman. Whoop.
No, that's one of the reasons why, and she's very iconic. She's part of the big three of DC. Aquaman is coming out in 2018.
And for those of you who don't know, that is the second Jay's favorite superhero.
Aquaman?
Yes.
Yeah, for DC.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
You got
sorry.
because I clarify. I can't. It's not my favorite. But anyway, Flash. Can you pronounce the name for me? Because I always mess it up. Who's playing Flash?
Ezra Miller.
Yes. Ezra, because I said Israel last time,
No,
right?
no, it's Ezra.
No, I'm saying that's right.
I know.
Then Justice League Part 2 in 2019, and then Shazam, who The Rock is playing Black Adam, not Shazam himself, but they still haven't casted him. And then you have Green Lantern for 2020 and Cyborg for 2020.
He's playing Green Lantern. It's not
That-
Ryan Reynolds, right?
No, it might not be, but it would be cool to have
Because I
him.
know they want Ryan Reynolds back for Deadpool. So
That would be good, but if he could do both, he could do both because he
I
does
think
very
that would
good.
be a good idea. Who would he benefit more from, playing
Deadpool.
Deadpool or playing
Deadpool, yeah.
Green Lantern?
They would have to. He. You know what it is? Because everyone did not like the Green Lantern movie, but it wasn't his fault. Obviously, it's always the writers, the director,
Well, yeah,
and
it's
all
a
that.
combination of many things, but who do
But
we remember?
Yeah.
You know.
But I like how it's placed in 2020 because it gives it more distance from what was it, 2009's Green Lantern, and then and if you notice, each movie's coming. There's 2 movies per year, which is dope. It's 9 movies, but it's going up to 2020. Now this week, Marvel finally announced their lineup that goes up to 2018.
Oh, cool.
2018? Yeah, 2019 actually. It doesn't even go to 2020, so that means they have 9 movies also. And we already knew that Captain America 3 was coming out, but they finally gave it its official title called Civil War, but we knew that already.
Ooh, why is it called Civil War? That's
It's-
actually really cool because I know Cap 2.
Mhm.
Like how I called it Cap 2.
Yeah. Huh? You should see her face.
I
It's
think I'm
like-
actually really excited because I'm never good with the nerds
she
like
likes
that.
she likes more Marvel stuff.
I do, yeah, because Jay hasn't really introduced me to anything DC. But all right, so Cap 2 we know is called Winter Soldier. So
Yes.
and I'm gonna guess we know that Sebastian Stan's gonna come back as.
Oh, but yeah, he will. He could be, but we don't know what the
what was
details
his
are.
character again?
Winter
I know
Soldier.
he's Winter Soldier, but what's his like
Bu-
actual
Buck-
name?
Oh, Sebastian Stan.
Not Sebastian. I know Sebastian Stan. It was Bucky.
Bucky
right?
Barnes. Yes.
There we go.
Oh,
Bucky
okay. I
Barnes.
didn't. Yeah,
So now
he's reprising.
why is it called Civil War? Is he gonna like fight with the
It's-
Cap? What's happening?
No, you're gonna be surprised because
What? He's
probably
gonna go alongside the Cap?
No.
Does the Cap die?
No.
Because I do know that Chris
She's like
Evans.
bombarding me with questions.
Like I know
okay.
Captain America is not
It's
gonna be Captain
because
America, and for whatever reason, Bucky
N-
becomes Captain America.
In the comic
and
books,
then-
he becomes Captain America because supposedly he dies, and there's like a issue called Fallen Sun, which it's just 5 stages of grief, and each issue is like people grieving over Captain America. You got Spider-Man grieving, Wolverine grieving, because because remember Wolverine is like immortal, but not immortal, but has a healing factor. He can't die. He fought in the same war with Captain America, so they have a bonding thing. And who else? Someone else grieved too. But Civil War is based off the comic book event called Civil War in 2006, I believe, and it was basically Captain America versus Iron Man because the government wanted to issue registrations for superheroes, and Captain America did not want that, but Iron Man was working for sided with the government on this part.
And I'm
And-
guessing from the Cap movies, he always gets upset when the government hides things from him.
Yes,
Yes.
that's part like the little
Okay.
things here and there, and then in the middle of in the comic book, in the middle it's Spider-Man. But remember, this is the movie universe's thing. Well, the film industry, because Spider-Man is owned by Sony, and it would be cool to have Spider-Man with Marvel Studios, because that would be dope. Because
Yeah.
Spider-Man's in the middle of both of them, and in the comic books, Iron Man makes a suit for Spider-Man, so he could go out there lay down the law. And not Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be main cast in Civil War. So Iron Man in
Cool.
Captain America.
That's actually really cool. I like the crossover. I love when other
Yeah.
Marvel characters
And
go
it's not a
to
cameo.
movies.
It's like his legit
Like he
position.
has an actual
he has a
role.
role in it. And
So it's gonna be like when is her name Black Widow?
Who?
What's Scarlett Johansson's character?
Black Widow, yeah.
when she was in Cap 2, it's like it's gonna be like that. He's gonna have an
yeah,
actual role.
yes.
Now
because
is she gonna return in Cap 3?
I'm
or
not
would
sure.
there be
There's
no
still not.
purpose
There's
for
still
it?
not a lot of details on that. Because I remember the other day, I think it was yesterday. I put on Facebook. I was just like, Chris Evans is the Abe Lincoln of the superhero universe, because you have 3 black actors playing black heroes.
Mm-hmm.
You have Anthony Mackie, who plays Falcon. He's like a major hero.
Yeah.
And then you have Sam L playing Nick Fury.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, Black Panther movie by is it Chadwick Boseman? Is it the guy who played
Person in the production room is
yes.
nodding his head yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, Chadwick Boseman. I'm saying that correctly. He was the one who played this guy in 42, Jackie Robinson.
Got it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I know
And,
who you're talking about. Okay.
What's that? Jackie? No, something Brown.
That's racist. That's
So what's that?
racist.
James Brown. There we go. I was like, who? Yeah, James Brown and Let It be.
No.
Anyway,
Let it be.
I'm messing it up because I'm totally like.
Let it be.
But yes, it's finally Black Panther movie. I'm like happy. And then first black superhero movie since Hancock in 2008 with Will Smith, if you remember that movie.
Yeah, I do remember that movie.
It's
I remember
been
that
so-
movie just because it was so funny and
It
it was
was-
such a different depiction of superheroes
Yeah, I
than
really
I would
like
have
that.
expected.
Then you have Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and
Mhm.
like if you look at the logo, it's Guardians of the Galaxy, like how it originally looks, and then it's like someone scratched in a 2 and then erased the date and put 5517. Like
That's
it's really
funny.
cool. And I remember the other day you mentioned if there's gonna be another Thor movie. I completely, it just like slipped my mind because I knew there was gonna be one.
Yeah, because there has
But
to
they
be.
didn't
The
put
other
it.
ones are
They
having
didn't
one.
put it in the lineup when they first mentioned it. But I knew this was gonna be called Thor Ragnarok. And if you know,
I would love to see people try to pronounce that.
yeah, they're gonna be like Thor Raga.
I want
Raga.
Thor Raga what? That
Raga
one. I want
what?
the Raga
It starts
one.
with an R. No,
They're gonna start calling it Thor 3 though. Watch.
Yeah.
To make it easier for movie
But no, the reason they're not gonna probably like its title's gonna stay like the only movie that
Yeah.
stays like that's gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy and Iron Man because it never changes.
Now I got a question for you. How come Black Widow doesn't have a movie if all the other Avengers do?
Because she's oh.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god! Oh my god! Guys, I thought it was Halloween, but obviously Christmas came early because the first J,
He's
Justin
making an
Ruiz,
entrance.
is walking in 3, 2,
Two,
1.
one.
Hi! Thank you for joining us today. Hi, how are you?
That bus though.
Hi, with only 5 minutes to spare. Everyone, can we give him a nice clap? Round of applause. Hi, Justin. Hi.
Anyway, you were. Yes, I do know your pain.
All right, well, right now we're just talking about Thor 3.
You asked me. No, you asked me about.
Oh, I want to know why Black Widow doesn't have a movie if she's a part of the Avengers.
Oh, you want to take this?
Oh, you know what's really funny?
What?
Since Justin wasn't here, his mic was down.
All right, now look. Yeah, go ahead. Take it away. Tell her why.
It is in fact rumored right now, but they're figuring that Black
That she
Widow
might share
isn't
it, right?
like she might share it with Hawkeye and the newest
That makes
rumor
sense.
that I
Yeah, I
heard
forgot about
is-
Hawkeye.
The newest rumor that I heard is she might actually share it with the Hulk in the Hulk's next movie.
Yeah, I heard there's like rumors of that because in the teaser trailer you see both of them having a little
Yeah.
moment
I
because
think-
of Avengers 1.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try and play up on their little
Yeah,
relationship.
but it depends on how the reviews see it when they see the movie.
Yeah.
So you were talking. Yeah, Thor 3 is called Ragnarok. If you know the story or not the history, but the myth on what Ragnarok is in Viking myth, lore?
It's the
You know about that?
No.
It's like the apocalypse for the Viking gods.
It actually means like the end of all things or something
Yeah,
like that.
and
Like a
and
literal
certain they're
translation.
like certain different is it iterations or alliterations, something like
Iteration.
yeah. There's like a dragon or beast that comes from like hell or underworld that will go after the gods of the
Yeah,
Viking
it's
gods
like
and
their,
destroy them all.
It's like their Kraken or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like something ridiculous
But
that no one knows what it actually
I
looks like.
actually yeah, this is what this for the Marvel universe. It's like they don't know what it is, blah blah, blah this and that. But
Yeah.
we don't have any details on any of them. But anyway, we got Doctor Strange coming up.
Played
Why?
Joaquin Phoenix is
No.
not doing it.
No, Benedict Cumberbatch. He's taking
Really,
over
that guy?
everything. He's I
Why
heard-
is he becoming so popular all of a
He's a
sudden?
rising
by.
star.
It had to be because of Star Trek.
Star Trek. You got Star Trek.
Now every time I go on entertainment news, he's the first person I see doing
Yeah.
something weird.
Yeah, but he's doing. he
Strange.
plays Sherlock Holmes in the
He is
modern
so
world and on BBC.
Yeah.
He plays Sherlock Holmes, and I actually want to get into that. And what else he's in? Oh, when I was watching a Black Nerd comedy, and he was like, Cumberbatch. Imagine he's in Star Wars. Just give him everything, so he could be in every.
I could actually see
Yeah.
him being a really cool Sith in Star Wars.
He could be a Sith, or he could be like a Sith turned good type thing, because he
I
could
could-
pull both
Yeah,
characters.
I think he's extremely gifted.
Yeah.
His portrayal of Khan in Star Trek was freaking
Yeah,
beautiful.
It was pretty good. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention is that Marvel, because after like DC did their thing last week, this week was Marvel's like, we got this, and they do their parallels of DC. You have a black superhero in DC, which is Cyborg, having his own movie, but in this week's you have Black Panther. He's like, yes, we got Black Panther.
some
Basically,
fire on that.
they did. Put some fire on this. You think you got something? We got it back. And then you have Wonder Woman. It took DC to make a Wonder Woman movie.
Wasn't it something like 25 years,
Yeah.
whatever?
But Marvel's like, hey, you got Wonder Woman? We got Captain Marvel. Boom.
Boom.
And not the guy, the woman. Boom. I'm so
Throw some
happy.
fire on one time.
But anyway, and then the reason I'm excited for Doctor Strange is they're gonna introduce more magical stuff in it, because for Thor 1 they kind of said that their magic is just advanced science, which is
Yeah.
I'm like,
Because they made the Asgardians aliens instead of
no, they're
some type of
aliens,
ancient
but
beings.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
They kind of destroyed the myth and magic for us
yeah,
all.
because it's more science. But then
He sounds so
but
sad
that's why
about
I'm
it.
happy for Doctor Strange. That might reintroduce magic in the universe and it opens more
I
realms.
actually
I just
can't
saw a
wait
hockey
for-
player pass by. We're just not going to address that right
I
now.
saw a figure. So was he wearing a whole?
Yeah, he was like
Yeah,
wearing
he
a
was in
whole
the
I
getup.
costume.
saw him.
Yeah.
But
I'm happy that they're doing that.
I'm really happy. I want to see what happens with his hands, because in the comic books he does lose his hand and then he has to cast some sort of spell
I
to
always
regain
thought
them.
it was not like dismembered. You mean? I
Yeah, he,
always
like,
thought he
loses them.
mangled them.
Yeah,
Like, they were
something
just
like that.
like I know he mangles them. He couldn't use it. He goes to China or like some part
And
of
that's
China.
why he has the leopard
and
hand.
then he goes to like different like not ancient but voodoo or taboo type
different
thing.
magics.
And then they're like he goes to a magical place, not magical place, a magic place area.
Rainbow Land.
And they're like you gotta do. Have you seen the animated movie, Doctor Strange? I've kind of followed that origin story because it makes more sense to me. That's where I know my Doctor Strange, because
Yeah.
he goes to this place. He learns to control his hands again through magic, but now it's just innate. So I guess.
Okay.
Then we have Inhumans, which is gonna be like the X-Men of this universe, which I think would make sense.
Yeah, they're also doing that, I think, to match
Yeah.
with Fox a little. So
Yeah,
that they
but
loosen up.
they're saying that Inhumans could be its own universe.
Okay.
But then I'm like,
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
because if they do that, that would introduce more stuff into
Yeah,
the Marvel.
more
I
of
don't
the
I don't have a problem, which they're already doing that already with Asgard and magic itself, opening realms.
Definitely.
And then you have Avengers Part 1 and 2, called Infinity Wars. And the key word is infinity.
Infinity and beyond. It's beautiful.
Spring, do you have a question why I said infinity?
No, I actually don't. But
Yes, you do.
I feel like you did. You wanted
Yes,
me to
you
have one.
Okay, and it's called Infinity Wars because Do you know Thanos? Remember in the last scene in Avengers when Thanos he's in Guardians of
Yes,
the
I
Galaxy
remember.
also.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he was voiced actually by Josh Brolin
Jesus.
in Guardians of the Galaxy. You didn't know that, right?
He's actually voiced by
He just
Jesus
voiced him.
Christ.
He didn't do the
Jesus Christ with a dash of Morgan Freeman.
nah, he didn't actually play him. He
Like
voiced
a
him
Twinkie.
because they didn't have him. But
Can we just
anyway,
be quiet for a second? I feel like I hear a squeaking.
oh
He did. It
yeah,
was the
that,
mic.
Can we not do that?
No, I wasn't doing it on purpose.
he,
It was just
yeah.
a happenstance.
But what was I saying? Yeah, it's called Infinity because Thanos, he's always going after the Infinity Gauntlet.
Buzz
which-
Lightyear.
And then there's Infinity Gems because you know those what did they call them, gems? They don't call them gems.
They
in
don't
the
call them
movie.
gens in the movies. It's just the ancient powers.
You know those powers like in Thor, there's the red elixir,
Yeah.
the ether, and
then we had the Tesseract cube,
The
and then we had
Tesseract,
the
the staff.
sphere, the staff.
then
There's one more. I don't think they found. Oh, the other one was from Guardians of the Galaxy. The
there's 5. We're missing
the
one.
circle thing. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we're missing
The
one.
orb? The
Yeah.
orb thing, yeah. I
We're
don't know
missing
what's the
one.
other
So
They'll probably find it.
they'll find it,
before
but yeah. So they have different names, and yeah, you're still touching it. I see her looking at it, but yes, Thanos is known to have this Infinity Gauntlet, which makes an Easter egg appearance in Thor 1. It's like very brief, like when they're running from the chambers, it's just there.
Also, quickly, it was leaked trailer footage for the new.
Yeah,
For Infinity
he's
Wars,
there.
they has him acting.
Yeah, you see him
holding it.
acting.
He's,
It's
like,
like a
wielding
small,
it, yeah.
it's a small leak picture in Los
No,
Angeles.
there's a full
Yeah,
1
yeah,
minute
yeah, but-
30-second
yeah.
video.
But I saw pictures. You see Thanos just yes. Okay, thank you. But I'm looking at Spring trying to. But yes, there's a picture of Thanos holding the Infinity Gauntlet with all the gems in place, and that's why Avengers is Harry Pottering it.
And breaking it into 2.
But it makes sense because
No,
Avengers
yeah.
has a lot more things to do, which I don't know why. Like
What's the time gap between parts? Do you know? Did it say it on the thing?
I know. I think it's just gonna be.
Is it like in the same year, or
I
is it
think
gonna
so.
be
I
like 2018, 2019 type deal?
I'm like within
I'm
that.
talking about the release dates, not.
Oh, release date is no, it's 2018, 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait a full year.
But anyway, yes, I am very excited for this because Marvel's like, we got this. But DC is just holding down the TV. TV
they're
land.
destroying TV.
There's like
game.
more news on Supergirl making it to CBS, but they
We
still
got
need to work.
Titans going
Well,
on to
Titans is
TNT.
still in the works.
I'm just
Supergirl's
saying
more.
they have a lot,
Yeah,
like their lineup, and then that live action Static Shock.
yeah.
That beastness.
But yes, there was a lot of movies this week.
That looks cool too. Big Hero 6. I wanna say
Oh,
that.
you
yeah.
guys are actually talking about this? I was
Yeah.
actually just going to wrap it up. Well, it is 3:03 and it is October 31st, so that means it's Halloween and spring has to skedaddle. But for those of you who are not trick-or-treating, Nightcrawler did come out
Yes.
today
Got
with
a
Jake
94.
Gyllenhaal. It looks
Whoa.
really pretty.
94.
Like, it looks really awesome. So
That
for
does
those
look
of
pretty
you
cool.
who
I've
don't
been-
feel like going out and partying or doing whatever people do on Halloween, go watch Nightcrawler. Why not?
And not
also,
the X-Men.
stay safe. It is Halloween. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. A lot of crazy people. It is
Yes.
gang initiation and all
Yes.
like this craziness. So please be
careful.
safe.
The
Watch your
Purge.
drinks. Watch your kids. Watch your wife. I just felt like
That
saying
sounded-
that. But I'm
just thought
spring
of
like
the
the
video.
season.
I'm the first J, Justin Ruiz.
And I'm the second Jay Francois.
And you were listening to The Usual Suspects. Tune in next week at 2 o'clock on Friday. And we'll be here with more Nerd Alert news
safe.
and hopefully more quizzes because I liked the quiz that we
Yeah.
had. Jay is an alien. That was his inner monster.
Yeah, my
So with
inner
that being
monster's alien,
said-
but I didn't like the description.
You guys stay safe and have a great weekend. Also, open house is Sunday for those
Yes.
of you who know people who want to go here.
No
Come
people.
Sunday.
No people, no
WICR presents This Moment in History.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask